Ingredient number 1, male parent alone with female child. Add ingredient 2, aeroplane, though not military. Add commercial airliner. Add 3, that's what you're going to find out, equals possible terrorist dad. G'day people, it's a Naked Wombat here, and you're privy to the first episode of Wombat Tails. And Wombat Tails is about stories, real life stories, and some wombat shit. However, today's story is a real fair dinkum, true blue Aussie wombat story. It's bloody oath, it's true. Let's go back to, when was it? October 2004. I was at the Sydney Domestic Airport with my eldest daughter, who was then about 8 years old. And with sole father, single flight, Sydney to Rockhampton. And, everything's going well, travelling through, we're moving. That's the story, we are moving. I'm taking my oldest daughter up with me. We got the tent and the fishing gear. And the idea is that while we're camping and having some R&R, I'm looking for a house to move my wife and 3 other children up. We get to the airport. Go through the security bit. This is interesting because we go through, I had this backpack, and the backpack I put on the conveyor belt and it goes to the x-ray machine. And one of the people says something. So the other fella comes across and starts giving me the 20 questions. And I think, okay, whatever. And he kept asking me where I was going, when I was coming back, what I was going to do in Rockhampton, why I was going to Rockhampton. No matter how many times I ask this question, I'm going up with my daughter, we're camping at the Riverside Caravan Park in Rockhampton along the Fitzroy River, looking for a house or something to rent so I can bring up the rest of the family up from Sydney to Rockhampton. Yeah, over and over, and I thought, what the hell is wrong with these people? I mean, for fuck's sake, just because I'm a dad, all by myself with a child, doesn't mean I'm going to harm this bloody kid. And this is what I was thinking, because when my oldest child was a toddler, and up to about, say, 4 years old, if I took her alone, without my wife, to a playground, every single bloody time, stupid paranoid woman would approach her and asking if she was alright, and if she needed them to call the police, because apparently a male cannot be alone with a child, a dad cannot be alone with a child unless they want to fuck their kids or the child with them. So if the poor dad doesn't do anything with their child, they're an arsehole, which is true if they refuse. But if dad wants to have some alone time with his child, especially if it's a girl, he's a fucking pedophile. So I'm thinking, for fuck's sake, I'm so bloody sick of this. And going on and on and on, asking the same questions. Where am I going? And so on. And what was I doing? Was I camping? Was I fishing? I said yes, going fishing, Fitzroy River. I didn't know what type of fish they were there. I just, on the blurb, it said there was good fish, such as barramundi and what I could think of. Oh, besides the crocodiles, saltwater crocodiles. Yeah, don't think you can catch one of those with a rod and reel. I might catch you. And then when the bloke was happy, he got out the scan, he went over me, had to take off the pentacle around my neck, which was quite funny because when I lifted it up, the bloke, his eyes were scared shitless, poor bugger, Filipino bloke, and he took about 1 or 2 steps backwards, then he came back and he scanned me and it was fine. But the interesting is that he was asking, where's your fishing gear? And I said, well, it's in the bag, in the cargo, in the big bag. He said, you sure? And I said, yeah. I said, look, you know, it's there. I put all that stuff in there. He asked what's in my backpack, and I said, well, you know, books, whatever else I said. He says, what about your fishing gear? You know, do you have any knives in your bag? And I said, no. I said, if you want, open the bag and have a bloody look yourself. You know, and he could see I was getting a bit annoyed. And so he just said to me, look, have a good plane ride, but do me a favour, don't open your bag until you get off the plane, you know, until you get to the campsite. Yeah, sure, fair enough, I agree, whatever, odd thing to say. Well, up on a Jetstar plane, excellent service, thank you Jetstar. Only time I've been up with Jetstar was great. I don't know, 20,000, 30,000 feet in the air, somewhere between Sydney and Rockhampton, but been up there for a while. And I opened up my bag to get out something, I don't know what it is. And what do I find in my bag? Sitting right on top is my fishing tackle box with hooks and knives. A fillet knife and a camping knife, a big bloody blade like this. It was a good sharp knife too. My bag had knives in it. Can you believe it? I had fishing knives in my bag and hooks. This is back 2004. After all the 3 years after the 9/11 stuff. Oh boy, can you imagine trying to get onto a plane now with a bag full of knives? I guess especially in America, oh shit, you get beat up I suppose. Still, oh, it was funny. I opened up this bag and I thought, oh shit, maybe I said something else. Maybe frog. Fredo, I think it was something starting with F. Anyway, I don't know, too far to remember. I opened it up, and I thought, yes. Close, seal it back up. Yeah. And then open it up, and dig some stuff up around it while not wanting the fishing shit to come out and someone going past and there's big bloody knife sticking out of the bag, you know. Oh, that would have caused a bit of a scare, I suppose. Yeah, so put it back in, bag in, got off the plane, all nice and safe, went camping. Now that is a flying story. If you've got interesting flying stories, either post it below or do a video response, whatever you want. And enjoy. That is the first episode of Wombat Tails. And this is Naked Wombat, signing off. Check you later. Be good. And by the way, I forget to keep telling people I started off a Naked Wombat Facebook page. And it's got 7 people on it, including myself. And it's only got 7 because I never bloody tell anyone. Now, just as well I'm not your PR person, eh? God's sake. Bloody wombats.